Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and the word of the day is perseverance. It has been a rough weekend for me here in Teeaboo land. We've had a cold, we've had construction, we've had power outages, had a really long and very both emotionally and physically draining D&D session on Saturday, which I'm not going to get super into, but was rough. I woke up yesterday with no voice, which really sucks when my job and the whole thing that I do is sitting here in front of a microphone and talking. So it's kind of like being a runner with a broken ankle or any number of things. It just sucks. So I made a promise to myself yesterday, which was I get to feel as miserable as I want yesterday. But this week, starting off on Monday, it is a brand new week, and I'm going to be a brand new me, and we're going to not be miserable this week. I'm just not allowing it for myself. So, the way we're starting that off is by watching something that I've been really looking forward to watching more of, which is Aoi Hono, or Blue Blazes. Unlike most of the things on this channel, this is a live action 3D thing. It's also hilarious, and I like it a lot so far. This is a J-drama very much in the stylistic trappings of an anime about a young mangaka who I thought I made a mistake. I thought that the mangaka being portrayed is actually Kazuhiko Shimamoto himself. It's not. It's another dude, Ma something Hono. But it's a semi-autobiographical, semi-real, slightly majorly dramatized version of the art school beginning life of a lot of the founding members of Gainax Studios and a number of other individuals in the anime and manga industries. The first episode detailed our main character's entry into this art school, his incredible ego, and the moment where he gets fully whipped by Hideaki Anno and that squad of homies who knew what they were doing and made something kind of cool. By something kind of cool, I mean a pretty silly live-action Ultraman knockoff for a film project thing, but really cool in comparison to what was done before. So, like me, our protagonist is going to have to find some second wind and some perseverance here in order to keep his head in the game and make cool things and keep his ego as I am the fucking best, which he's not, but he still believes that he is, which is good for him. I don't know what we're going to start with this next week. We just came off of a pretty hard L for our protagonist, although he's not much of a nice guy, but a hard L for our protagonist and a new rival in the young Hideaki Anno with his smirk and his grin and his feeling like he didn't make something good enough yet and wants to improve further. So that's pretty cool. Let's watch the thing. I've got episode 2. I downloaded the overtime version of this from Nya. If you can't find this on Nya, I don't know what's going on, but a couple of people have mentioned that they've had trouble finding it. If you just type blazes and sort by seeds, you'll find the one that I've got, okay? But that's the one that I've got. Otherwise, you can watch it on the picture-in-picture version if that's easier for you. I don't know. 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, early access on Patreon down in the description. You can check that out. Get access to Discord, early access to videos. It's nice. It's also great for me because I don't make money any other way. There are no ads on any of my content. It's all free. You can just get it a little bit early and help support me doing what I'm doing. I really appreciate that. Let's freaking go for some Blue Blazes. Episode 2 up and ready. Beep beep timer. It is the year 1980. Sick. Oh, good. We get a little recap. Love it. Thus he is turned to ash. Wah. Escape from pitiable. This is my episode, man. I need this. What is he? Oh, he's wearing the fucking older man thing. Oh, Lupin. Gotta watch it. It's important. Oh. Solka. What the fuck do you... No, I know. Urusai! Yeah, he's not yet that Miyazaki, though. Of course he's not my friend. You don't know who... Okay, you should know Osamu Dezaki by 1980. Tomino-san. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh, I haven't seen that yet. Should watch that at some point, because it's the first OVA. No idea. What? Oh. Oh. Poor boy. Oh, you okay there, Ano? You alright? I'll tell you, the laughter is not helping the little bit of a cough I still have left. Well, no, they just are cool. Okay. All right, recognize the greatness. Yes. Yes. Oh, would it be greater? Okay. Fair enough. Okay isn't good enough. Orewa. No. I don't think that's true. I mean, I mean, so the thing is, in recent memory, there is a very standout mangaka who's a terrible artist, and his name is One. It's about conveyance, baby. Ooh, no, 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 no. You're being tricked by my own amateurness. Yes, actually. All you have to do is trick the mind in order to think that make people believe. Oh, he's had the revelation, or come in his pants. I'm not sure. Soka. Hmm. By being shitty, go for it. Amazing. Amazing. What a revelation. What an idiot. Mm-hmm. I need two. What you need is a square. It's so difficult. So people have shown me all of the cuts that all of these are based off of. Like that one's from Pony Pony Dash. And it's even more impressive by far that they managed to recreate all of these relatively well-known. And then the one where the person lands on the ceiling. Not only are they super cool in this situation, they're also really amazing cuts that are chosen. This one, absolutely fantastic. As are the motion graphics work. Beautiful. Welcome to the manga club. Who are you? You're smoking in manga land? That's a lot of flammable stuff. Got it. How serious are you? Oh, I see. It gets more granular. Rough. That's a very good thing to figure out. See if he owns it. Whoosh. Larger format dojinshi. What do we got? What are we looking at here? He's just fully acting out being Char? Is that what's going on here? Because I don't know the character well enough to know. Okay. Got no style of your own, baby. Die, I guess? And off he goes. Yeah, that's it. Not gonna make it. Beautiful. Why? Why have you not gone to being a sophomore yet? Also, nice suit. I'm sorry, what? Wait, the resolve to fail multiple times? Oh, he just rises up. How do they do that? He's on a jack or something? Because he actually rises. It's not just the angle. You'll never make it. Ow. Oh no, please don't push on my back. You are very cute. Okay, and the cute music comes in. This is a problem. Oh no. No, 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 no. It's not good enough. Ow. 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 Gotta get better. What, because of one dude who's repeated freshman year 3 times? Yeah, of course. And well, that's kind of cool. That what? Okay, I love her. Okay, I love her. Oh, what's on? I don't recognize that. But that's because I'm dumb and I don't know shit. Oh, I see. This is Joe. No, it's Cyborg 009. Okay. I just saw the hair and I was like, oh, no. Wow. Nope. Just fully in his head. Uh huh. Sure. Sure. Doing a little, a little like head bob. Yeah, real struggle, real weightiness. Good stuff. Maybe stop rolling your eyes back in your head. Now you're getting a little creepy. Hold it in. Okay. Great. Cool. I know this feeling very much. And we've had that feeling occur multiple times on the OVAdrive slot, but damn man, you gotta tone it down. You look miserable, my man. Maybe he's just pushing himself up on like a stool. Or maybe they started filming with him squatting down a little bit. Whoa. Holy shit. Let's go. Why are you dripping? Is that just sweat? A power play. Yep. Or borrow one from your friends. What is this? What is this? I don't know what that says. Okay. Oh, that's who that name is. I don't know, but the advertising is working. Holy shit. I mean, you've just made a bunch of assumptions, my mans. It's harsh. Well, you think you know. You don't know shit. The wobble camera. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it's just a dramatic adult like drama. Wow. The art though. I see. Uh 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 what are you watching? Ah. No, Gundam will be the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth Gundam. The story. Yeah. Yeah, he's just freaking out. Like, what do you mean you don't care about? You told me no. Fuck. Well, there go all your spirits just crushed by the gas station lady. Ah. No, gain the resolve, my man. Get it back. Oh. Buddy. Hello. Oh. Ah. Dangerous question. I think so too. I mean, I think she's cute as hell, and I like her, but no, you don't know how he feels. Ah! Well, I guess Tonko-san doesn't like you. Ouch. Yeah. When the girl that I think you have a crush on tries to set you up with her friend, uh-oh. Awkward. Oh, back to the manga club? You should do the opposite of that. You should try to get to know her. And she's in the manga club. Oh, she's in your bedroom. Fuck. Yes? Well, she was just in your room, so. No, that's true. Damn, those bootcut pants, though. Woof. Welcome to being a human being and not knowing what you want. Yep. What's up there? What's that? Ah. Uh-huh. The soundtrack, I suppose. It's got a nice setup. Wait, are those the Sonys? Yeah, they are. Those are great. Uh uh Okay. He can't answer that for you, man. Harlock's got his own journey to go on. Draw, baby, draw. Yes, you should. Turn your pain into art. Hmm. No. Wait, why would she regret anything in the... Okay, whatever. There we go. Let's not get wrapped up in the head. Let's draw some shit. That is a problem. Oh, now you're gonna full block because you're trying too hard. Great. Great, we got a genre. Sweet. I don't know. That's true. That's also true. Although they've tried many times to finish that story. What are you doing? With the sound effect in there? That's great. Okay, don't do that. That's dumb. No, it's dumb. You look real dumb. Hideaki Anno and his understanding of movement. Yeah, that makes sense. Crap, wow. Yeah? I mean, yeah. Anime's gotta be cool. Cool art, sci-fi, and comedy together! Stylish, cool, and artist. Nobody, no, yeah, no, nobody said that. You just came up with that on your own. Then draw it. Then draw it. I mean, not that new. People have definitely. Okay. Isn't Urusei Yatsura basically that too? Okay. Great. that's not yours, is it? Oh, hey. Nice bike. Nice angle. Hey, you remembered my name. Why are you on somebody else's motorcycle, though? Yes. Yes. No. Thanks, man. That might take a while, my man. Sci-fi comedy with stylish art. Ooh, he's keeping it under wraps. Still. You are not Mr. Freshman third year. You're gonna regret that. Go for it. Is it that I suck at art? Oh, you're just gonna show us Urusei Yatsura? Nope, I don't know who that is. Yeah, everything has been done, my man. No, not as smooth this time. I bet that was just unintentional and they kept it in. No. I could find my own niche. You gotta just go start drawing, man. Stop overthinking. Start drawing. Is that end of episode? It is. Wait, are you telling me that they went and got her actual editors to pretend to be bad guys? I think they did. That's amazing. How wonderful. Bunk. Oh, he's gonna become an animator now. I see. Because that's easier than drawing manga. Alright. Jesus Christ. This one is something special. Okay. I think the highlight of this episode for me is the interactions with this dude. I mean, I don't like him because he's unlikable and super super egotistical and horrifying, but everybody is here. Um the interactions with him are fantastic and definitely feel like trying to join some kind of club and getting shit on by gatekeepers. 100%, absolutely nailed. I am really curious about this shot because, like if you look at Kill la Kill, there are all of these shots that play with size and scale like this. Gamaguri Ira, in particular, as a character, is one who, in almost every appearance that he makes, we mess with angles to make him loom way bigger, and then in Kill la Kill we play with it over and over again and make him bigger and bigger and bigger, to really mess with that size differential situation sort of thing. Just to do that in live action is so intriguing to me, and I genuinely wonder how they did it. I want to see if we can get a bead on those lockers that are on that side of the room. Okay, there are the lockers on that side of the room. Those lockers are just above the height of our main character. So when we get to this shot, I think he starts out just at them. Our main character is down a little bit. He's got to be standing on something. I don't think it's something that raises up. I think what's going on is he's got one foot on like a stool and he just like fake levitates himself upward as we bring the camera down to give him this loom. However they did it, it's amazing, and I love it like crazy. They also do a bunch of really interesting stuff, just getting the angles right to get the sort of lens reflections off of the glasses that we get in anime or in manga to show expressions on characters' faces, or like the lack of expression or the blankness in the glasses, and I think that's just wonderful. So as an individual highlight, I think that's the individual highlight for me of this episode. But the overall highlight and the thing that makes this episode resonate is partly that it's about our main character in a miserable position, feeling like shit about himself and not knowing where he wants to go with his life, which gosh darn I resonate with at the moment. And just a really stellar depiction of artist's block. Like we call it writer's block, but it's for everybody when you're flailing around trying to figure your own thing out. And I think this is a really, really solid depiction of it that doesn't have like an easy, happy ending. Where he's just like, oh, I found the thing that I want to do and I'm done. It's easy. We've got this character who's obviously so passionate about anime and manga and about creating something and knows that he's on this course, knows that this is what he wants out of his life, but he's not sure how to turn those desires into something legitimate and turn them into a product, right? And going through all of these realizations, bouncing ideas off of his friends and comrades and peers, and also the two women who have now entered his life, one of whom is just super supportive, and the other of whom, who is here, and Tonko, is supportive, but like in an interesting way, is really, really interesting and I think really well done. We watch him go through this roller coaster cycle of, I don't know what to do, I'll do this, oh, I can't do that, I'm not good enough, I don't know what to do, I'll do this, oh, that's already been done, I'm not good enough, right? And that just strikes me as very real and very from the heart, and something that I think a lot of artistic individuals, a lot of creatives go through. I think pretty much everybody goes through it. The process of like self-doubt, imposter syndrome, worrying that you don't have a future in whatever you're doing, dedication, but also this unwillingness to really dive fully in, and this reluctance that doesn't make any kind of logical sense but makes every bit of emotional sense. The willingness to throw yourself completely into something and potentially fail is terrifying, and I think it's one of the major reasons that there isn't as much amazing art as there could be. And one of the major reasons that I think that a ton of great artists never do what they actually should and could have done. I think that there are thousands, if not millions, of people over the course of the last 10, 20, 30 years who have had the potential to become incredible artists, incredible storytellers, incredible actors, or whatever. And simply because of their worries, because it's not stable, because they don't know exactly what to do, they don't start in the way that they need to make that actually happen. And I think that the most important revelation or the most powerful thing in this episode is where we see him just like stressing the fuck out, feeling awful, curled up in his bed, and eventually going to the OST of Galaxy Express and listening to that and having Harlock basically tell him, you can't follow my path, I'm me, and he realizes, I have to just draw. Now, unfortunately, that realization, I have to just draw, doesn't help when you sit down and you look at the paper and there's a blank sheet of paper staring back at you and you go, what do I draw? And then you enter into a whole new world of difficulties and challenges where you try to determine like the hardest thing in the world, creating a story from scratch, creating an idea from nothing is so difficult. Oh, geez, my throat is getting fucked up again. I don't want to lose my voice. I do want to watch another episode, though, so I guess I'll have to take a break and drink tea. Shit. Give me a sec. Oh. Okay. Well, look, I mean, I'm in an admirable position, honestly. I might be in physical discomfort at the moment, and I am, but I've found the thing that I want to do. I want to talk about art, and I want to talk about media, and that makes me lucky because I not only have found it, but I've found a way to do it that's relatively sustainable. I mean, I've got my worries about like how long can this last and all of those things, but I think that this for me is right. So I'm in an admirable position where I know what I want to do, and so my version of perseverance isn't finding the thing to do, it's finding the will to keep doing it at the level that I want to do it. And that's all over the place. I'm not always there. But to have that thing before you and to know what you're doing and know what you're up against and to keep striving, I think is really powerful. And to have something to be dedicated to is extremely powerful. What we see in this episode is the step before that, where we have someone with endless desire to do that, but not the quite the direction. He's narrowing it down, figuring out that manga is the thing. Although apparently he's going to try to become an animator next episode. We'll see. He's narrowing it down, but I think this episode really nails that moment in a creative person's life where not only do they have to decide that being a creative person, something that is difficult and many people fail, and you might end up on your ass without the money and the real world ability to sustain yourself, is absolutely nailed. But we've got this guy in school, and gosh, I remember myself in college, and I made the opposite. I made the wrong choice in college, right? I went for computer science degree when I should have gone for film, and that's a huge regret in my life, because I would be, if I had known what I wanted to do, I would be a much better critic of film, and I would have a much better understanding of film. I think that there is a ton that you can do by doing self-study and learning on your own, but I think that the value of going to school for the thing that you're passionate about is impossible to understate, and that's rough. I also think, however, that I would never have ended up where I am today if I had gone for that film degree. I would probably be working in Hollywood somewhere, and I might be miserable doing that. Who knows? That's an impossibility. But here we've got somebody who's already on the artistic path and is trying to find his zone, find his lane in art, in creation, and struggling with it. And I think that it's a really powerful thing to represent in a piece of media. And I think they do, despite all of the incredible over-the-top expressions and exaggerated speaking patterns and ways of being and the rivalries and all of the crazy, very anime-style stuff that goes on in this episode. The core of it, the struggle of self-doubt, the struggle of not quite, it's not even exactly self-doubt, it's the floundering where you're looking for something to attach to. You think that you've got it, but you just haven't found the thing, the place, the arena where you've got it yet. You don't know, you're like, I am a star, but I don't know in what field. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. And I think that pretty much everybody, whether they're creative or not, whether they're going into a creative field or are probably going to be going into a science field or technology or something else, everybody between the ages of like 16 and 22 hits this moment of the first crisis where it's like, what the fuck do I do with my life? Where the world is your oyster and all of the possibilities in the world are before you, and it feels crushing. It feels debilitating to not know what it's going to be for you. I remember looking at people in my high school class who were like, "Oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to become a nurse. I'm on that path. I'm going to become a doctor. I'm on that path." Or even the people who were like, yeah, going for college is not the thing for me. I'm going to get a simple make a wage job. The people who wanted that in their lives, I remember envying, because they at least knew where they were going. And there's a power to that comfort, and something really, I don't know, attractive to that feeling of comfort. But I think there's also an incredible power to doubt and self-doubt. And I think that a lot of that stage in life, and I hope that there are some people watching this video who are maybe going through that and can maybe hear this or maybe let it sink in a little bit. I think that the thing that you have to do, the most important thing, is to figure out the way to effectively doubt yourself, and to doubt your path, because there is debilitating doubt that is destructive and just freezes you, and there is powerful doubt and valuable doubt where you are able to to separate yourself from the emotion and the fear of that abyss of not knowing, and to look at it logically and start evaluating yourself and your desires and your goals and the things that you love and the things that you care about, and from those extract and find your path, your way forward in this world. Because this is, I say this a lot, and I hope it sinks in for some people. This world is not easy, no matter what you're doing. Some people get very lucky and manage to get through this world with a lower degree of suffering than others, but this world is not easy. And I think that whatever you choose, whether it's the best possible career for you or not, you're going to hurt. And you're going to hurt on your way there, and you're going to suffer during it, and you have to be willing to do that. So I think the most powerful thing and the best choice that you can possibly make is to do something that you're willing to suffer for. And our main character, Hono here, has found that art is something he's willing to suffer for, but he is in the middle of that suffering, and that willingness to suffer for it is not always the greatest comfort when you are hurting and when you are doubting and when you are struggling and floundering and looking for your lane and your road and your path forward into the world. This is a fantastic piece of a coming of age story, and as we're building this out, episode 1 was a lot of bombast and a lot of fun stuff and a lot of craziness, and this episode was too. It had me cackling a few times, but we're really turning it into more of a growth and a coming of age story that has to do with very real, very human struggles and difficulties, and I think that's awesome. I think that's really freaking cool. Okay, so this character, he's amazing, way over the top, way condescending, way a bastard. I want to find the sheet where it talks about who he is, because I've never heard of him. So give me a sec to scroll through and find that. Kentaro Yano debuted with Super Soldier Armpit, known primarily for I'm Not a Cat in Young Jump. I'm gonna look him up. I'm also gonna see if I can find any of his art. Yano, Kentaro. Oh, wow. So the reason he's in a white suit with the blonde-dyed hair is because that's how he draws himself? Or that's how he used to draw himself. He did make a comment about this show. Quote, "I'll admit this show is wonderful, but now people expect me to go around in a white suit at my age. I feel like a total clown." Amazing. So unfortunately, when I search for Kyoka Senshi armpit, it comes up with a fuckload of porn. Not what I wanted. Just comes up with armpit fetish porn. That's what the manga is called, and I can't find it anywhere. All I find is armpit porn, which is really annoying. Because I would love to see this guy's art and not what I'm finding. Shit. Because I assume that armpit porn is not what's in Young Jump. Shit. Okay. From meeting more girls to this whole absurd scene where he just eyes rolled back in the head, full zombies it out, to the struggle of bringing an entire fucking Betamax tape deck into class. Like, he's dripping sweat just so that he could brag, even though he can't plug it in or actually use it in class. It's just awesome. I fully don't understand what this whole deal is. And I wonder, is that actually Takahashi Rumiko? I doubt it. I don't know what she looks like. Okay, it's not her because at the time that this was made, she's quite a bit older than that person. However, they found somebody who has a face that very much looks like her, which is very cool. And then I guess, I think that they used her real... Wait. Listen, I might be... I'm probably wrong here. But I'm looking through all of the headshots available of Takahashi Rumiko, who is still alive and is currently 63, would have been a bit younger, I'm about 85 or 90% that this character is played by Takahashi Rumiko herself. I'm not sure, but I actually think that it might be. And I have no way of determining whether that's the case. I fully don't know. Wouldn't that be fun though? Wouldn't that be fucking cool to have the attendant at this kombini who's just shitting on him actually be a legendary mangaka? That would be very cool. I don't know if it's accurate. I simply do not know. This whole scene is wonderful. Our character's journey throughout the episode is fantastic. And of course, just getting on some other guy's bike and just being like, yeah, this is fucking cool is such a mood. Great episode of Blue Blazes. My throat has cleared up a bit. Mostly I've got like a post-nasal drip going on. So blowing my nose and coughing crap up makes it better. I'm probably going to do a little bit more of that. But for the moment, I'm going to take a break, do a sync, and be back in a moment to watch episode 3 of Blue Blazes and see why our dude is trying to become an animator now. See you in a moment. Peace. All right, welcome back. We're good to go for episode 3. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at him, but he looks way sweatier than he was before. We'll see as soon as it begins. Beep beep timer. Yes, indeed. I'll also say that the music use and sound effect use throughout has been stellar. Sure. No. Okay. An animator's breakthrough. Oh, hey, bud. For what? Oh. Nothing was taken from you. Ototo. Sevia. Okay. Hmm. But you'll probably end up making commercials because that's a way to make money. So this is going to be a repeat beatdown by Ano, yes? Hmm. I wonder who's going to make a beeline for Ano. Huh. Okay. Right, and it's very hard to do that solo, my man. You're an idiot. Okay, have fun making an anime in a week. Sure. Good luck, bud. I give him a bad thumbs up. Oh, yes, you've bought all the stuff. Great, start drawing. Good luck. Yeah, good idea. Buy all the equipment before you know that you're good at it. Or that you're willing to do it. Great. Oh, are you coloring it too? Now that's a bad idea. Oh, up we go again. And down we go again. Yeah, much easier to just just be like, "Yeah, I've got this." Oh. Oh, buddy. And he falls asleep. Welcome to morning. Shit. No, 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 no. Now that's a stupid idea. That's false. Baka. Baka. Honestly, that cut and the one that it represents makes me really want to watch Piney Pony Dash. It's just so cool and stylish. Sweet. Oh, Anno's just killing it. I'm not gonna say anything. Future embezzler. Future bad boy. Oh, doing more exploding cars. Among others, indeed. You know, Buster. What are you doing? Yeah. Okay. He's figuring out the motion of falling, right? Yes. Okay. I see. Fair enough. Yes, I have seen some of Anno's original cuts. Okay, that's the same flip book. He'll be my meal ticket. Okay, fully represents him accurately. Yep. Just a little. Oh, that's rough though. It still holds things in place, which is nice. That's true. And you only have frame by frame. You have to draw it all. Jesus Christ. That's terrifying. You really don't. Okay. Jeez. Pokari! Oh, it's new in 1980. Wow. Huh. I've always thought it was gross. Like, having sweat as the brand for a drink, gross to me. You're an idiot. Oh, she's so supportive. Please stop. That's my drawing arm. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. You are really hitting her. Really hitting him. Okay, thank you. Jesus. Yeah, you sure are. Oh, thank you. Don't dismiss her. Don't dismiss her. She's not in the same struggle mindset that you are. She might come up with something great. That's a fucking great idea. Like shipping packages. Easy. This is a fucking great idea. He's not gonna use it. Okay. She's great. Yeah, date her. 3 days. All right, bud. You're not drawing. No, I'm having fun. Dude, draw the Yamato delivery service. That's great. It's a great idea. Procrastinate, 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 my man. Ooh, can't do it. Ooh. Darn women. Always getting in your head. Definitely their fault, not yours. To gaze at what I cannot have. Oh. That's super sick. Majinga. Majinga. Uh-huh. 4 hours later. No. Sugoi. Who is this? Oh, that's Akai. Got it. I love how they represent Ano as being full crazy. It's like shivering with excitement. Hmm. Yeah, why do you guys hate each other? Can't you be friends? Because you both, like... We're gonna stand right here. Hmm. Geta Robo. They are the opposite of fools, my man. So wrong. Standing next to one of the greatest animators of all time. What's up? Well, he's gonna try in 3 days. Yeah. The full lighting change. Sure, says the guy who still hasn't started. Yeah, you think he's just a fan, man? That's Hideaki Anno. He's obsessed. Whoa. Okay, that's actually super sick. He's the real deal, man. It is not. It can be quite useful. Nope. Nope. Only by understanding the value of what has come before can you stand on the shoulders of giants. Yeah, still haven't started working, have you? I see. Derivative is better than nothing. And something to turn in is better than being dominant. Because you got nothing right now, boy. Now you're in crunch. Which, to be fair, is how it should be for anime, because if you're going to get into that industry, you're going to deal with this a lot. Should have started with that. It's brilliant. Why didn't I realize? Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. It has to be a breakthrough, though. Yeah. Bruh. She'll be really happy. No, she'll be really happy. It doesn't matter. Wow. Such a villain. Such a fucking villain. All right, let's start drawing and realize that you can't get this done in time. Because you can't. There's no way. Is that a Harlock? Hey, bud. Oh, Jesus. Is that not him from the front? What? Well, that's because they have the flip hair. They go like this and it goes whoop, and then it goes like they go like this and it goes whoop. It's magic. Oh, you don't have a pegboard? You don't have pegs? Yeah. Wait a second. Shit. You assumed wrong, boy. What have I done? You're gonna have to cheat. Doomed. Doomed. Despair. Okay. That's stupid. That's stupid. That is so false. That is so not true. So utterly not true. Yeah, I totally would have had it if I was like serious about this or whatever. You can't beat me. So I'll leave. Yeah, it's my choice. Definitely didn't fail here. No. Fucking idiot. Yeah. Totally got him. Sure. By withdrawing, you definitely won. Yeah. They're all just silly projects. Like, great. Well, you didn't even try, man. Well, you get a 0 for not turning anything in. Fully the opposite of that. All right, let's see Ano's work. Oh no. So yeah. Please don't talk well of anyone else. Fuck everybody else. What a miserable existence. Is that why she gets so close all the time? That is why she gets so close all the time. That makes so much sense. She can't see you otherwise, apparently. No. 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 Don't think so. Definitely no. Fuck. Yeah? It's real easy to criticize people who when you're not doing anything at all. Indeed. Fully animated? Let's go, Hideaki. Probably some really cool shit. Like a Sakuga-worthy cut or two. Oh, fuck! Smart. It's just expensive, dog. Fuck. Holy shit. Bum bum bum. It's beautiful. It is just a bunch of cuts after one another. Ah. The tire survives when the car doesn't. Uh. Mwahaha. Is a genius. Except that he's a genius and also understands a lot more than you do. He's looking at the Grim Reaper that's floating above him. He's real good, man. Because it would be fun. Because it would be cool. No need. It's a tire commercial, man. Actually, no. Impossible. Is he, though? He didn't. Sure. I did. This is accurate. Are you saying that's a good thing or a bad thing? Mm-hmm. All right, break yourself down and build yourself up. Don't know if this is supposed to be supportive or... Is that also a Char quote? Great question. I have no idea why he showed up. What the fuck? Ah. That is a fun project. They did just want to do superhero stuff, though. Then pop out with the Pokari. Got the flips and stuff down, though. Oh, it's all the part we missed because he was staring at Tonko. Oh, you're going to actually take a manuscript to them. Are you just going to procrastinate the entire time and not actually do it because you feel bad about yourself? God damn it. Okay, look, I want to talk about this. Anybody here in my audience ever try to learn to draw? I think more than a few people have. I certainly have. I'm not the best. In fact, I would call myself pretty bad. You know what? You know what doesn't help you learn how to draw? Drawing something and going, well, that's shit. I'm never gonna get better. And then not drawing anymore doesn't help. You know what doesn't help you become an animator? Sitting around not animating anything. You know what does help you become an animator? Producing things that are less than your standard. Because your standard, when you haven't drawn anything, doesn't exist. You don't have a standard. You don't have a 10 out of 10. You don't have a 0 out of 10. You got nothing unless you do something. Start producing. The same goes for almost any field, almost anything. I mean, I think that, like, computer programming and being a surgeon are a couple of and maybe rocket science are a couple of the only fields where, like, if you fuck up, uh and if you're not at a perfect standard, you are genuinely endangering people and causing significant problems. There are multiple other fields that just haven't popped into my mind as well. In a creative field, the worst thing that you can do is nothing. Always. Always. There's a way to create something and make it resonate with someone regardless of your talents and regardless of your time frame. Like, the truth is that even if he had procrastinated for half of the week and only spent the 2 days and made a, like, hard corners cut, very low movement animation thing where it's just like character faces in scenes talking to each other, and like, if he made that Yamato thing, right? What does he really need to do? He needs to draw a frame of the battleship Yamato, make it move toward a location, right? Have a frame of a character standing there being like, this is my delivery that needs to go somewhere. Have a frame of one of the characters from the Yamato cast be like, okay, we'll blah, 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 blah. Have the spaceship go up into space. Done, right? Cut all the corners, minimal actual animation. You can represent everything you need to, and you're done. You did something, you made something, and the core of it is that it's a funny idea and you made a funny thing that's a cool commercial. What did our main character do in this episode? First off, he overestimated his own skills, his own ability, and he underestimated the difficulty of the task that he had assigned himself, going into a completely new field, animation, and making something that he did not know the parameters of. Again, and this is something that's great about this episode and terrible about the protagonist, right? And in no way does that make the episode bad, because the episode is representing him as being a fool for the way that he acts in this episode, right? But he's so egotistical that he lets that get in the way, and he does this like bully kid situation kind of thing. I don't know exactly how to say it. But I've met kids like this, and it's a very childish thing to do, to say, well, by not competing, I get the ability to say that if I had actually tried, I would have totally done awesome, right? And I get to maintain that idea in my mind, this false self where I'm great, I'm the best, as long as I don't try and get proven wrong, right? And it's a really awful trap to be in, because you're not improving, you're not making anything, you're not doing anything, you're just patting yourself on the back. And while that can be a salve, in a sense, a salve for the wounded ego, all it does is make you weaker. Because every time you pat yourself on the back like that, somewhere deep inside, you know that you haven't earned it. And there is nothing worse than feeling like you haven't earned what you say that you are, right? Oh yeah, I am going to be a great animator someday. I'm going to blah, blah, blah someday. Get out there and do it. Prove it. Do it. Actions are the only thing that matters in this world. The only thing. And I think that's maybe, like, sadly and terrifyingly less true in a world built around social media where what you say is often all you need. You know, you can make a full Instagram following on just saying that you are X, Y, and Z and not actually being that. But I feel like a lot of the people who do that kind of thing have really tough mental internal lives because they're not actually doing anything and they never get that real, true, powerful fulfillment of accomplishing something worthwhile. And I think that it's infinitely better for the soul if there is such a thing, but at least for the mind, at least for the person to try and put your all into something and realize and discover that you're not good enough than it is to sit back and say, well, I could totally do that if only if circumstances weren't in the way, if it weren't so hard, if it blah blah. It's empty, utterly empty. And that's a large part of the childishness of this character. Again, we're in the first couple episodes of a coming of age story now. And so we've got a protagonist with a ton of flaws. This guy, he's got some serious problems. And one of them is that he fully overestimates himself and underestimates everyone else. You know, he looks at Hideaki Anno, who is obviously like obsessed and driven around animation. And I mean obsessed. When he stands there and he's looking at the openings that are playing in the store, Ano is going, I know exactly who animated that. His style is XYZ and it's interesting. I've taken parts of it and adapted them into my own style. And our main character dismisses him. He's like, "Oh, I get it. You're just a fan. That means you're nobody, right? The real people, the real ones, they come up with their own ideas and they're blah 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 blah." But the truth is, he's just a fan too, and he's more of one because he doesn't draw anything, right? He just goes, "Oh yeah, I'm bad at manga. I guess I'll find a way to make manga while still being bad at manga, but I'm bad at manga." And he's okay with that, right? He's not trying to actively change it. A person like a hero, a heroic mangaka character in this situation would look at their own work and go, "This isn't good enough. I need to improve." And would spend all of those days drawing, right? Pain in the hand, bleeding fingertips, right? Going for it. That's how you get there. Study the works of others, find things that you want to emulate them, and then put that into action and actually make something work, make something happen. It doesn't matter if it looks like shit. You look at it, you find out what's shit about it, and you make it again. But our main character doesn't have that. He's lacking that spark, that spark of motivation. And it's the same thing in a lot of ways that was holding him back before. It's just that he's gone from a real genuine struggle to a bunch of band-aids on top of that struggle and a bunch of justifications to allow himself to keep staying in this floundering state of uncertainty, because there's something kind of nice, kind of comforting about not having certainty, or not putting yourself all in on something when you actually really want to, because you'll never fail if you never try, right? And I've struggled with that in my life. This idea of um, avoiding putting in the effort, because if you never try, you'll never fail. And I think that a major mindset change that happened for me a few years ago was realizing that if you never try, you only fail. You only fail, and you fail in the worst way, because when you try and you don't succeed, I try so hard. Yeah, okay. Uh, when you try so hard and you don't succeed, at least you tried. At least you put something into it, and you can look at what you've created and go, "I'm not good enough. I know I'm not. That's okay. I know that now. I'm no longer uncertain about it. I'm no longer pretending that I'm good enough when I'm not." He needs to work. And that's a crazy revelation to have in this comedic, ridiculous series, but it's really well represented by this character and by his 1 week of struggling but not struggling in the right directions, of procrastinating, of putting things off, of putting down all the people around him who are actually working, uh, and of trying to distract himself constantly and allowing himself to be distracted. What's great is that he like we can imagine a different character in this moment, hearing this girl who's very obviously into him come up with this pretty funny idea, and not only not dismissing the idea as something stupid, but taking it, making parts of it his own, not having these absurd fears about being an imposter because he took somebody else's idea. Like, everybody else is working with other people and working in groups. There's nothing wrong with talking to people and having their ideas. In fact, it's kind of cool to be like, oh yeah, I worked with a classmate and the classmate came up with this idea, but I brought it to fruition. I made it a thing. And in anime, as an animator, a lot of what you're going to be doing is representing the ideas of other people. A mangaka can draw their own manga, right? And maybe, and if you're an assistant mangaka, maybe you're drawing parts of someone else's manga. But as an animator, 95% of the jobs you're probably going to get are, one, going to be a small part of a much larger production, and two, they're not going to be your story. They're going to be you representing someone else's characters, someone else's character designs, working off of character designs that have been done for you, drawing things to a spec, drawing in-betweens for years before you're allowed to draw your own key animation, depending on where you're at and what you're doing. So his attitude is just fucking terrible, and the show knows that and represents it as terrible. But it's really interesting to see this from his perspective, because what we don't get is like him as a bad guy or something. We get him as the protagonist, and so we're kind of rooting for him to get his shit together and do something, and he doesn't. He just keeps failing and causing himself to fail. And it's kind of tough to watch in a way. It's like watching somebody legitimately harm themselves and spiral outward. But it's also absolutely fascinating to watch someone allow themselves and cause themselves to fail by not even participating. Um, what a character in oh so many ways. What a show in the this is a hard line to walk in terms of representing somebody and making him remain likable while being such a fucking ass in his own mind to everybody around him. You know, he acts outwardly kind of okay, but in his head he is full of grime, you know? Really, really condescending to the people around him. You know, he looks at Hideaki Anno, who's looking at these things and seeing brilliance, and he goes, "Ah, what an idiot with all this trivial knowledge." But Hideaki Anno is turning that trivial knowledge into brilliant animation, the best flip book in the class, a fantastic tire commercial with movement and representations of things that are so far beyond what our main character can even conceive of, and an idea machine that's just brilliant. And he goes, "Oh, it's just blah 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 blah. It's so whiny and pissy and little brat. He's such a brat. Ah, I hate him." But he's still our main character. And so we watch him and we want him to improve. I want him to improve. I want him to put in the work, but he's not doing it. He's not doing it. And what's crazy to me is that in anime, in manga, all of our heroes, all of our real protagonists in all of those baseball manga, all of those sci-fi manga, all of those sports shows, all of those shows, our protagonists are the ones with determinator spirit and grit and drive, right? Like, I know that we haven't mentioned, and it might not even have started being serialized at this point, like Hajime no Ippo and that kind of main character who works to make themselves the best, who doesn't start off like anime characters, the ones that we root for, they don't start off the best, they make themselves that way. I guess the Harlocks of the world are just dope as fuck from the outset, and that's really cool. But one of the core lessons of almost every shonen manga and anime is drive and determination and willingness to put in the work, and hard work reaps benefits. And it just isn't in this guy's head. He gets bombarded with it constantly, and it just doesn't get inside his brain. He doesn't apply it to himself. And it really pisses me off, because that's the shit that I live my life off of. That's how my life works. And I've tried to put it into practice in every aspect of my being, and everywhere that I do, it works, and everywhere that I don't, everywhere that I procrastinate, it causes me pain, more pain that I didn't need to have. Because I'll tell you, the pain of suffering to get to a goal, the pain of drawing something and looking at it and being disappointed in yourself and then doing it again, the pain of going to the gym and missing a lift is the best pain in the world. It sucks, but you get better and you actually create something. When you just sit there and do nothing, the world moves past you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. There is nothing more common in this world than wasted talent. You can sit around on your bed all day going, yeah, I'm the best. I'm fucking cool, man. Yeah, shit, yeah. But you're a poser. You're a fucking poser. You have to work. You have to work. Whatever it is, you got to get into the arena and start putting your life on the line. And that's what it is. Because otherwise, your life is going to tick away no matter what you do. And no matter what you do, whatever you choose in this life is fine, is awesome, but actually do it. I don't care if it's to become a singer or to become an artist or to become a fucking Instagram star or a TikTok star. Work at it. Fucking work. That's what makes this world go around. Don't fake it till you make it. Make it. I'm going to wrap there because I'm getting a little bit heated here, and I want to turn that heatedness into my gym sesh later today. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Aoi Hono episode 3. This one got to me. This one got to me on a level that I didn't expect, and that speaks to the brilliance of the show and the fine line that it's walking, where it's taking a protagonist and turning he's the classic shonen villain, right? Turning him into a protagonist. I guess the difference between him and like the Sasuke archetype classic villain is that the Sasuke archetype does have it, right? Is like, oh, I don't need to train because I'm already good enough. And they actually are, but then they get surpassed by the hard worker. He just doesn't have it and is sitting around stroking his own ego, being like, yeah, I'm the best. And he doesn't. He's going to get out there into the real world and get knocked the fuck on his ass. And I'm not going to feel sorry for him. He needs to start shaping up and start really learning. And maybe that'll happen in the next episode, where he takes a manuscript to some editors and gets beaten the fuck down, because there are hundreds of mangaka aiming for the next spot in a Shonen Jump or a weekly Shonen Sunday, right? There are hundreds of people who are hungry. And this boy right here, he's not hungry. Not hungry enough to start really fiending and really start working. Maybe he'll get there at some point, but right now he's got a dorm room and a relatively comfy life, and he's just coasting. And I've been there. I've been coasting. I've been in that place, and it's a dark place to be. It feels fine, but it's not fine. And when the hunger sets in, you got to start moving. You got to start doing something, or you're going to lose. And I mean lose everything. Get hungry, Hono. Get hungry. I want him to become a hero by the end of this story. It would feel so good if he actually gets that coming of age arc and actually becomes someone who, like, shit, I gotta put in effort and, like, try and become somebody. Gosh, would that be great. I'm looking forward to seeing some kind of change out of this character, because there's no way that he can just keep deceiving himself, because that's what he's doing. He's deceiving himself, pretending that everything's okay when he is just a loser and a poser and a failure because he's never even tried. Poor guy. I feel no pity for him. You earn pity by working and failing. If you do nothing, you get nothing from me. I'm going to wrap there. Teeaboo, Aoi Hono, Blue Blazes. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm about to sneeze. That's a wrap. Peace.